everyone, let's get started. My name is Paige Ortiz. Welcome to the OneSuite training webinar. OneSuite is your custom CRM and business website platform with some key stay-in-touch tools that keep you in front of your clients. There are some savvy lead generation features as well that I will go over a little later. At Realty One Group, all members get their own OneSuite instance. Simply click on the OneSuite tile from your OneLogin dashboard. If you don't immediately see it, please type in the top bar OneSuite and click on the tile. This is the home page where you can upload contacts and set up different drip campaigns. Ricky will show you how to do that in just a minute. Here is where you are able to see platform analytics. The system is quite smart and is able to identify who in your database might need a follow-up call based on how they interact with your content. OneSuite also tracks client birthdays and home anniversaries for you so you can reach out at the most opportune moments. There are a few ways you are able to easily stay top of mind and provide value to past clients. You can share custom or pre-programmed drip campaigns. Here is an example of the company holiday campaign that is ready to be emailed to clients throughout the year. Market reports, listing alerts, and property detail reports can all be customized to your brand and style. But here is an example of what some of them look like. You are able to customize the cover photo as well as the text in the letter. Business websites are also highly customizable. Rick will go over the basics of WebBuilder later in the call, but your unique website URL is your first and last name .myrealtyonegroup.com. The open house form is a great way to collect leads when hosting open houses. And the Boost platform allows you to create and deploy beautifully branded paid social campaigns. All leads are automatically routed to your OneSuite contacts. Training resources can be found by clicking the Training Center tile. I'm going to now hand it over to Rick to show you 6 steps to getting started with OneSuite. Here is a guide in case you want to reference his instructions after the call. We encourage you to follow along if you are new to OneSuite, and please ask questions if you get stuck or need additional info. We will respond to you either in the chat or after the call by email.
To access your OneSuite account, pull up your web browser. Up in the address bar, type in realtyoneGroup.onelogin.com and hit enter. You will be presented with the login window. Enter in your OneLogin credentials to sign in. What we're seeing right now are our frequently used tiles. To see everything that's available to us, go ahead and click on the Your Apps and make sure from the drop-down you have everything selected. Now you can see all the tiles available to you. Alternatively, you can use the search bar here to type in the app that you're looking for. Once you've located the OneSuite tile, go ahead and click on it to access OneSuite. And that's it. You are now logged into OneSuite. Managing your OneSuite profile. To access your OneSuite profile, in the upper right-hand corner, you may see a silhouette or a profile picture of yourself. Click the icon. Next, click on the Profile button. Your OneSuite profile contains all of the personal details that are displayed on your agent website, including your address, profile picture, biography, any languages that you may speak, your email signature, any designations or certifications that you may have, and finally your social media links. Furthermore, Regarding the email signature section and the bio section, if you're making any changes to either one of these fields, click on the respective edit button to do so. Once inside, at the top you'll notice a web editor toolbar that you can utilize to make your edits, similar to the way you do in a Microsoft Word document. If you have any HTML code that you want to utilize, in the upper left-hand corner, press the source button. Add your HTML code here, and then click on the source button one more time to return back to normal edit mode. Finish up any changes and click OK. Once you're done editing your profile, click on Save and Close to finalize your changes. Importing contacts into OneSuite. You may have several different contact database sheets that you want to import into OneSuite. There's going to be some cleanup involved if you have multiple files. What's important to note is that all of your contact sheets must match column headers that OneSuite will recognize. These are the column headers that you'll need to organize your sheets into. This is going to allow you to import your sheets smoothly into OneSuite. Once you have consolidated your contact database files into one master sheet using the column headers provided, you're now ready to do the import. Select Contacts and Leads from the menu bar, and from the drop-down, select Contact Import Export. Make sure Import Contacts is selected and click Next. Please choose the file you want to import. From the drop-down, select the file type. I have an Excel sheet, so it is a CSV file. The CSV file could also be a Google Sheet. I'm going to select CSV. Then click Next. Here, select Browse to locate the sheet on your computer. I have already taken the time to consolidate my contact sheets into one master sheet using the column headers provided previously. Next, all I have to do now is match the column headers with the drop-down menu. Once you have completed matching the column headers, click Next to begin the import process. Here you'll be presented with several options. I recommend to ignore any duplicates and do not import. Click Next. For this example, I'm not importing into any groups. Go ahead and click Next. Here you can click OK. You can also view contacts that may have not imported, and then additionally you can download the contacts that did not import. Once complete, go ahead and click OK. Website Editor. Click on the Website Editor tile to begin customizing your website. Once in edit mode, in the upper left-hand corner of the screen is the Hi Agent menu, and in the upper right-hand corner of the screen is the three-dot menu. Let's take a look first at the Hi Agent menu. Click on the menu and select Manage Widgets. Here is the list of all of the available widgets that can be featured on the landing page. It's easy as turning the button to its on position to display the widget, or clicking it to its off position to hide the widget. We can also change the order of appearance by clicking on the widget with your mouse button, holding it down and either dragging it down or up on the list to change the order of appearance on the landing page. I'm going to select a couple widgets to be displayed on my landing page, and I'm going to scroll down to the bottom and make sure I save that. Once the page refreshes, if we scroll down a bit on our landing page, you'll see the widgets that I've selected displayed. Also, to the right of the widgets, you'll see a settings icon. Here we can make some edits. We can change the title of the widget here. We can change some font parameters as well. We can also change the template based on your preference. Make your changes and you can click Save for the changes to take effect. Should mention some of these widget modules have settings and some don't. For instance, the monthly market report module, if you click on the settings icon, you will only see a shortcut to either hide or display the widget. I can simply click on hide here just to hide the widget, and once the page refreshes, you'll see the widget has disappeared. Next on the list, let's click on the menu again, manage my featured listings. Here I can add or remove a listing from my featured listings section. I can also do a manual search if I have an MLS number to a listing that I would like to feature on my landing page. I will type it in here, and if it pops up as a search result, all I have to do to add it is hover over the listing and I'll get the add or remove option in the upper right hand corner here. I can also do some sorting and some filtering. If you click on this drop down, you can also import a saved search that you've created to be featured in this section as well. The next item on the menu here is Manage My Sold Properties. This is very similar to the Manage My Featured Listings section. I can enter in an MLS number to a listing that I've sold to add it to my Sold Properties section. I should note that the website will only display sold properties within the last 2 years of the current date. You can also do some sorting here by clicking the drop down arrow. The next item on the list here is Website Settings and Layout. You can click the Change Layout tab to cycle through 4 different layouts. We can make changes to the heading on the landing page. You can change the default Find Your Dream Home text. You also can modify the font and the homepage subheading as well. You even have the option to hide the headings. You can select theme colors. If you have a logo, you can add a logo to your website. If you're using Google Analytics, you can add your analytics tracking code or your tag manager ID. You can add a Facebook pixel ID. You can add custom script. And you can set lead capture registration as well. If you hover over the check mark, it will give you an explanation of how the settings work. And you can also hide the search bar that's on your home page by clicking this button, checking this box here. Remember to save your changes when you're done. The next item on the menu, clear website cache and log out. You will use this if you're making edits on your website and you do not see the changes take effect. If that happens, click on Clear Website Cache and Log Out. This will log you out of your current session, so you will have to re-enter the OneSuite homepage and click on the Website Editor tile to start a new session. Once you re-enter, you should now see those changes. Let's take a look at the 3-dot menu. Here is where you can make custom content for your website. We can create new pages, a new blog. We can manage our banner media and even add page attributes. Let's take a look at creating a new page. You can set up your new page by following the prompts and naming your page here, and below choosing a page layout. You can also set up a new blog by adding your title, selecting a publish date, adding the author, and creating your blog categories here. You can manage your banner media. You can click on New to add an image, video on your computer, or even a link to a YouTube video. Or you can click on Import from Library to import an image from our banner image library. You can also modify the settings by clicking on the Settings tab here. And last, you can add page attributes to your web pages. This will help your search engine optimization. And that concludes the website editor overview. We're excited to announce we now have a paid professional services team available to assist you with website customizations and more. For more information about the paid professional services, visit your OneSuite homepage and click on the Paid Professional Services tile for more details about services and pricing. Property search. From the top menu bar, click on Listings. From the drop-down, select Property Search. You'll notice in the middle of the window a drop-down menu. Common is selected by default. Common allows you to perform property searches utilizing any MLSs your company itself is associated to. You can click on a drop-down to select the MLS associated to you specifically. To begin a property search, I can start to enter in criteria below to perform the search using criteria only. I can also draw out an area with the map drawing tool if I select the map search tab. First, let's take a look at performing the search using the criteria only. Add the criteria below. I should note that each property search has a limit of 100 search results per search, so I recommend to be as specific as possible when entering in your criteria to stay within bounds of that limit. I'm going to enter in my property type as residential. I'm also going to add my city. I'm going to enter in a higher number of bedrooms to stay within my limit. If I'm curious on how many results this is returning, I can click on the count button without performing the actual search to see. Here it's returning 41 results, which is well under 100. If I'm happy with this, I can go ahead and click on the search button to perform the search. Here at this window, I can do several different things. I can click on the thumbnail to see a summary of the listing itself. I can select multiple listings to send to a client via email or text. If you'd like to use the text feature, please make sure the contact has a valid mobile number. And I should mention this text feature is only one way to the client. I want to send these via email, so I'm going to click the email button. Here you can choose the format in which the email will appear. I'm going to select a simple format and click Generate. Here you can see a preview of your email. Click on the email button to add recipients. In the contact field, if you're sending this to a contact that's already in your database, simply start typing out the name. Once it auto-populates, click on the name to add as a recipient. You can add multiple contacts from your database this way. Additionally, you can browse your contact database to add recipients this way, or you can create a new contact on the fly to send this to. You can preview it one more time before you send it by clicking the preview button, and when you're ready to send it, click on Send and Close. Let's take a look at performing a property search utilizing the map search function. Select the map search tab. From the drop-down, select the MLS that you want to work with. On the map, you can use a hand to drag the map to find your area. Once you've found your area, you can now choose a drawing tool in the upper right-hand corner. For this example, I'm going to use the rectangle. Next, draw your area out. Then name it when prompted, and click OK. After a few seconds, it will produce results. You can filter these results down even more by clicking on the drop-down arrow to view the criteria. I'm going to add a property type and number of bedrooms. Once I've entered in my criteria, I can filter them down by clicking on the Search Map button here. It has now filtered out all the other properties that do not meet the criteria. Once I'm satisfied, I can click on the button Display as Search Result to view the properties. You will recognize this window from the first half of the video, where you can click on the property to view a summary page, shoot out multiple listings in an email, or text. For this example, I'm going to save my search. I'm going to give it a name. Then click on Save and Close. Once I've saved my search, I can view it by clicking on Listings from the top menu bar and selecting My Saved Searches. You should now see it under your saved searches. You may have already purchased your own custom domain name. If you have not yet purchased a custom domain name, you can do so by visiting the One Marketplace and clicking on Digital Marketing. We are partners with GoDaddy, and if you click the GoDaddy tile, there's more information on how you can purchase your own custom domain name at a discount.